Hey guys, how's it going? Well, today we're going to be discussing outer dimensional dark matter, melanin, and how I felt growing up in this society. I hope you guys are ready for this, and I hope you guys can come along for the ride. And you know, so it's about to be like a 35-minute video or something like that. So this is some of the stuff that I wanted to say. Um, Living in this country for me has not been easy, and there's many reasons why. Having all this pigmentation in my skin has been very grueling for me due to the fact that I may like my complexion, but there's been many times when I've been felt and dealt with the reality that there's people in this world that would like to hurt somebody that looks like myself. And being Latino, or being Latin American, if you will, made things even more worse for me, because being the so-called Dominican or the Latin American person and always not being able to identify with the Haitian brethren that are across the border from the Dominican Republic, not being able to unite with them on a spiritual union base where amongst your brothers that are Dominican, you can't do it because it's seen as that Haitians are almost subhuman. That's how a lot of Dominicans look at Haitians. I said some, not all. I would argue the majority. But they see Haitians as subhuman, and they don't understand why Haitians are suffering, and they don't do their real research. The Dominican Republic was founded by a Haitian man. Okay. Um, okay. It was freed by the Haitians in the first place. So I don't understand where these people get off making all these sculptures, talking about all the people that freed them and this and that. They get the sculptures, the Negroid sculptures and the statues, and then they try to Eurocentronize the features. Do you understand? Being Hispanic and being a dark-skinned Hispanic person, a Negroid Hispanic person, has been extremely hurtful and painful. There's been many times when people have tried to label me as being, in a way, not even being human. My own brethren, my own Dominican brethren. I gotta tell you, from my personal experience, Dominicans, we really hate ourselves. We really do. We hate ourselves. We hate anything that is associated with being black. Now, are Dominicans black? Absolutely not. See, the thing is, this word black is a curse. See, people don't understand. Black means that you're albino. Black means you're devoid of. Blanco, BL, the prefix BL, means something that's suffering from, something void, something avoid, something without, something lacking. The unauthentic. Something that is bleached out. See, bleach, BL. Blanco, BL. Do you understand? Now, white is something that is pure. What is the most purest thing in the entire universe? Dark matter. Melanin concentrate. Do you understand? So really, Negroid people are white. They're white. And the only way somebody can truly be white is to be like Christ, a Christ-like being. And the only way to become crystallized is to have melanin first, then activate your soul body, and then having the photon glow around you, which makes you white, which makes you pure in the eyes of the Creator. Understand? So, like I was saying, Dominicans, us, we hate ourselves because we can't understand our roots. We don't know our real roots. See, they show us a movie called Roots, and they show us an African individual being stabbed, mutilated, ripped apart, burned alive, whatever the fuck kind of mutilation they're doing to the man, whatever type of abuse they're doing to him, we're seeing this as young kids in school. Do you have any idea how much pain and suffering this person was suffering through that movie? And then to tell people that this is the reality of what happened to black people and this is your roots. This is what you come from. This is what you are. And this is what you come from. Do you have any idea how grueling and painful that was for me? A kid who was trying to become himself. I had other kids in the classroom hating me for what the fuck I looked like. I had other kids in the classroom wanting to be like me and wanting to look like how I looked. I grew all a giant afro. I was dared by so many to do as many styles as possible. I did so much cool shit with my hair that people couldn't comprehend how the fuck I was so different. I even looked different. In fact, if you actually look up on YouTube and go to Afro Sheen commercials and look at the black people with their afros picked out, you'll notice our features, they somehow get more like detailed. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but with us with afros and our real natural hair, we look different. Our identity starts coming back up. And this is why the American government and the European Union as well, y'all don't know this, and the federal government, they had to find a way to crush our cultures, like I told you in the first video. So Dominicans, are they black? No. The Negroid Dominicans, they're Moors. They are dark, melanated, pigmented people with outer dimensional dark matter in their bodies. They're highly dense, melanated people. The problem is this. No matter where Negroid people go on this planet, jewelry is going to pop up. Now, why is this? Diamonds. Things of this nature. See, how are diamonds created? Diamonds are created when the sun, the light of the sun, the ultraviolet radiation hits a Negroid person's melanin. See, only we can do this. Nobody else. So I was talking to you guys about melanated people having 13 chakras. They're the only people that have 13 chakras. Like Mexicans, they don't have 13 chakras. They have like 8 chakras maybe, or 7. You know, Caucasians only have 7. But the more you get more melanated up the melanated ladder, you know, all the way up, when you deal with Negroid people, they have 13 chakras. So what I'm saying is this, is that when you deal with melanated people, you see this outer dimensional dark matter, this is not color. This is the stuff that's in the galaxy. It's in my skin, it's in the irises of my eyes, it's in my hair, it's in my organs, it's in my body. And the reason why my body's lanky and strong and more muscular and formed in a different form than everybody else is because the melanin forced my body to grow this way. It was protruding out of it was secreted out of my pineal gland when I was just a fetus in my mother's womb. Understand? Caucasians have their pineal gland calcified. So that's not good. Leaving that alone. See, the ones that don't look Negroid in the Dominican Republic, those are mulattoes, or whatever you want to call it. And mulattoes don't understand their true culture. They don't understand their true backgrounds. Everyone's culture can be tied back to the African people. I'm telling you, look at how Africans really look with their afros picked out. And see the Egyptian styles, the stuff that we used to do. Okay, go somewhere. You want to see how black people be looking with their hair? Natural. Go to there's a model called Benny Harlem. Search up that model and see how his hair looks, long and with all that volume picked out and long and stretched down. Our features, I swear to you, our features light up. Like our features just, we look so much more detailed. We look different. Even our teeth look sharper. I can't really explain it. You know, an ancient Kemet. You know where this whole Sambo thing came out with the black guy with the white teeth and acting like a fool or whatever? This whole Sambo thing comes from when Asians and the Hyksos, which is the Caucasians, they came to Kemet and they saw the Negroid man up there with his giant afro picked out, and he looked down on them, and he smiled at them with those sharp white teeth. And the way his facial structure looked when he smiled, his facial structure looked almost close in relation to what a gargoyle looks like. It scared them. They couldn't understand why he looked that way, and it scared them. And when they saw those features like that, they wanted to be more like him. They saw how amazing he was, how he looked. He looked so amazing, they couldn't comprehend him. They wanted to be like him. And because they saw how different these people looked, their connection to the Lord was too powerful. They had all the greatest sciences. They built pyramids for frig's sake. They were the most misunderstood people on the planet. And because of this, hatred came out of that shit. And you know how? Because the Draconians and these other Archon beings, they kept messing with the human race, piping stupid thoughts in people's heads, roaming around, trying to make deals with people in other foreign lands. You understand? This is why everywhere you look with the Moors, in Asia, in Africa, everywhere you go, their flag has a knight fighting a dragon or something against the dragon. The dragon is the Draconian, an alien dragon humanoid. Yeah, some of them look like gargoyles and they have wings and shit like that. You understand? When we talk about the understanding that when I was a kid, I didn't know nothing about myself. I had to struggle as a kid growing up. Everything was Eurocentric, man. I was so fucking mad. Y'all have no clue. Everything about me had to be negative. And because I was lighter complexion when I was a kid, I was actually a caramel tone. When I went to the Santo Domingo or the Dominican Republic, I went over there and I took a very deep tan because I noticed how my skin looked under the sunlight, and I wanted more a darker hue. I wanted a darker hue, and I got that. To me back then, darker skin was beautiful. You know, my mind wasn't as poisoned as when I went back to middle school. You know, kids over there, you know, attacking other kids for just looking different. You know, I even had black girls there that saw my beautiful hair, and they felt ashamed of themselves, so they wanted to project their sickness, their mental sickness upon me. Growing up, I had to see these black girls acting in a way that was so unpresentable, and I had to grow up with them, and I see how masculine they want to behave. They acting out of line. They acting in a way that's unpresentable. They constantly fighting in school. They trying to act like a dude. They don't have no self-respect. You know, I'm seeing all this stuff, and I'm just like, these women are not attractive to me. And the thing is, they don't even grow out their natural hair. They either got a perm or their hair is damn near short, or their damn cranium is damn near almost burned up because they don't love themselves no more. When I was a kid, I loved myself. I had other people projecting their hate towards me, making me want to cut my hair, making me want to feel like I'm less than. And these stupid slave movies didn't fucking help either. Do you understand? I'm fucking pissed off right now because I'm trying to tell you guys right now. Being this complexion has not been easy for me. Especially after I'm coming up out of a freaking Eurocentric culture that bigs up Caucasians and shits on Haitians. All these Negroid people talking about that they're Dominican, you know, dude, you're really Haitian. That's the real truth right there. Everybody in the Dominican Republic is Haitian. Every single one of you motherfuckers. Let me tell you the truth about you light-skinned motherfuckers. Let me get on you motherfuckers. Seriously. The lighter you are, the more albinoid you are. The more darker you are, the more Negroid you are, which means you're the more original you are. So all you motherfuckers talking about you white, dude, you're not. Because if you were white, you'd be Negroid. You're Blanco, which means you're deficient. You're melanin recessive. You're deficient and you're dying off. Straight hair means you're dying off. Hair that spirals up back to the creator means that you're alive. Look at Negroid people. When music comes on, look how they dance. They're in tune with the music. They're in tune with the natural vibration of the universe. Caucasians cannot dance like that. Indians cannot dance like that. Even the motherfuckers with the straight hair, the Dravidians people in East India cannot dance. Because their melanin is not the sun god Ra melanin. Okay, it's not carbonated. Their melanin is animal melanin. This is why you find so many animal-based deficiencies and deformalities in their races, like the Caucasians. Okay? Alright? I'm going off right now because I really want y'all to understand. Alright? Negroid people are special and they're different. And because they've been lobotomized in this fucked up country for so long, damaged, people constantly killing their children, the crack era, remember that? The heroin era, remember the LSD, all this shit. All the weed, the GMO weed that they pushing out here, the government's pushing out here, it's not even real weed, it's GMO weed. And y'all don't know what it's doing to y'all, and I'm going to make a video on that very soon. Y'all don't know what the GMO weed is doing to y'all. I got to get on that shit. And I'm also going to be trying to teach you guys secret meditations on how to go back inside your records and stuff like that. But anyways, in your DNA. But being Negroid for me was extremely difficult, guys. Extremely difficult. You know, I had hate coming from every angle. I had people loving me. I had people hating me. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. You don't know. You don't know what I've been through, man. And they want to get mad when they hear the truth. Fuck you, you ass clown. Okay, you think I'm worried about how you feel? I'm the victim. I'm the one being attacked. You understand? Stupid assholes, man. You know? Had a lot of enemies growing up, you know? You know? I went through racism as a kid. A freaking first grader in school, dude. My first teacher was a psychopath. It was a Jewish woman. She was a fucking psychopath. And she was possessed by an archon. Can you believe that? Y'all don't know what the fuck I've been through, man. Y'all don't have a fucking clue. As back in the day, I had to control my fucking anger. Because I was capable of some fucked up shit. I grew up angry, man. No peace in my life. Bad things always happening in my life. I had to grow up. Life had to make me tough. Life had to make my heart hard. I had to get solid, you understand? And the reason why is because my life was meant to be difficult. I had to learn patience. I had to learn a lot of shit. You understand? When I was coming up, and that doesn't mean that every single Dominican person thinks like this, but a lot of the ones that's dealing with, the ones that are coming fresh off the boat and stuff like that, a lot of them have these fucked up mentalities, man. I have a lot of light-skinned people in my family as well, you know? And some of them do think like this. I have people in my family that have a warped sense of reality, man. Seriously. Sick fucking people. And I have those in my family that don't think like that at all. You know? I have a lot of Haitian people in my family, you know? What do you think I look like this for? I love them to death, you know? And then I have some Haitian people in my family I don't even know like that. You know, like I've seen a lot of shit. You know, I've seen my own people try to they're so embarrassed about their African heritage. They don't want anything to do with it. You understand? And yes, when Dominicans tell you that, guys, that they're not black, they're right. Black is deficient. White means that you're Negroid. White is, you already know, to become crystallized, you need to be melanated. These are dark matter crystals that are inside my skin. That's why I look like this. Understand? These are dark matter crystals. Okay? And I need you guys to understand that the black curse was placed on the African people a long time ago with Esau, and how he was upset or whatever, and he, you know, his seed was cursed due to the fact that one of his sons looked upon his nakedness, which means sleeping with one of his wives or whatever. And you know, albinoid people was created, and to be albino is not beautiful. Now people are gonna get mad and be like, no, this is not. It's not. Okay? When you're albinoid, it means your body's suffering from a lot of stuff. Now there are some albinos that are more melanated than others, which is a good thing. But the more albinoid you are, the less you can reproduce. Why do you think white people and albinos are the smallest amount of people on the planet? Hmm? Look at the U.S. Census for the Olympics. You guys don't notice this shit? Look at the Africans. It took a fucking whole week to figure out how many niggas was on this fucking planet. Hmm? Caucasians, it was just like this. The more albinoid you are, the less you guys are not virile enough. You guys are not. Your spiritual connection is mad small. If I'm a cell phone, I'm Wi-Fi or 7 bars. Y'all only one small bar. Caucasians. So this is what I'm saying. Yo, she's still part of the human family. Relax. But Caucasians, a lot of y'all have DNA ties to other animals and stuff like this. See, draconian reptilians, what they did was they combined all the animals of the zodiac, including themselves, and they used their own DNA to create the first humans. The first humans on this planet, they were destructive, after they were enslaved by the draconians. They were destructive, and it's believed that they are the source of where the sons of Cain came from, the ones that were stripped of their melanin, the so-called Khazarian Jews of today, your synagogue of Satan. That star that they got, that Star of David, has nothing to do with the Hebrew people. Yeah, so you guys have to wake the hell up. Leaving that aside, growing up was extremely difficult, and my love for the African female died, man. It just died. And to this very day, I'm not attracted to them. And when I saw how these African females wore their afros and how their African style and all that, I miss that. I want to see more of that. I kind of felt inside my heart that it kind of revitalized that love that I have for my woman. You understand? The women of my so-called race or whatever. It kind of revitalized that love when I saw those commercials and stuff like that. I was like, oh, this is my identity. You see? And like they tried to kill off my love for this woman by showing me the woman being ripped apart on a fucked up movie. You understand? And these women in front of me, a lot of them was acting crazy, and they was always trying to talk bad about them, saying bad things in front of me and stuff like this. Disrespect, man. You understand? And what's funny is that a lot of these racists, leaving Dominicans alone, racists from all over the world, they think that Negroid people are gonna just keep suffering forever. You're dead wrong. Y'all dead fucking wrong. Y'all don't know what's in the Earth's atmosphere, in the fourth dimension. Y'all have no idea what's going on, but y'all about to find out. I suffered so much, man. So much, man. Man, I've been through a lot of shit. I've been through a lot of fights and stuff like this. Like I gotta tell you guys, I'm surprised I haven't killed nobody yet. Seriously. And with that shit being said, I've been pushed in life. I've seen the harsh realities of life. I've seen fucked up shit you wouldn't ever want to see, man. I've seen too much already. I know too much already. And I've seen the darkness in this world, man. For real, man. And I'm making this video because I want you guys to understand that the true light is in darkness, guys. And the Negroid people, which is the light, supposed to be the light in this world, they're damaged. So y'all gonna need Negroid people coming from another place to come help us. You understand? The reason why Negroes act the way they act, man, they so hurt and damaged, man. They hate themselves. They hate everybody around them. They don't want to be around nobody else. They sick and tired of Caucasians. Because these sick Caucasians that don't understand nothing. I'm talking about the ones that are sick in the head, so relax. Those motherfuckers, they a sick mentality, you understand? You understand? And this world is spiraling out of control with this hate shit. This racism shit. It's sickening, man. People can't even come together to love each other. Motherfuckers worshiping Satan out here, man. Seriously. It's a cultist, man. Albert Pike as well. The horrible things that he did on this planet, His Freemasonry bullshit. And I'm gonna get on masonry and Freemasonry. I'm gonna make a video about that shit very soon. But you know, I'm just saying, guys. I don't even know how many minutes I got left. If the video cuts off, it cuts off. I'm just being real, you know. I feel some kind of way, you know. Thinking about it, you know, it's hard for me to let the past go because the past has a very significant amount of impact on my life and how and who I am today. You know, they try to show my people as subhuman. They try to show my people as always this negative shit. And now I realize that I'm everything. And this is why my people need to be destroyed by the federal government. Because if any word gets out what the heck we are, what the hell we're supposed to be doing on this planet, what the hell we're supposed to be. See, a lot of people don't know that Egypt was actually a gas station for the UFOs to come underneath, on top of the pyramids to get energy to go through interstellar travel to the other dimensions. What the heck do you think dark-skinned people are so dark like that for? That ultraviolet radiation absorbs all that light frequency. The sun hits the melanated people. The melanated people, a magnetic field stretches into the pyramids. The pyramids gives off energy to the UFOs. And it helps guide the souls that are buried underneath the pyramids into the fifth dimension. Like, y'all don't be knowing, man. Like, the stuff that I be knowing in Tahuti, he was trying to get everybody right. He even spoke to Akhenaten. And Akhenaten was trying to explain to people that there's only one creator. There's gods and goddesses, yes, and all this other stuff, but there's only one creator. And above the creator is the universe, which is the feminine energy, which is the cosmic Etherian mother, who sees all. Just wanted to make this video, man. Like, you know, you gotta understand, man. My reality, I'm a dark-skinned man. My reality is not your reality. The lighter-skinned person, the Caucasian person, even. You know, anybody who looks Eurocentric. My reality is not your reality. I could be shot down in the middle of the street right now for looking the way that I look. Understand? My reality is not your reality. So you coming here with your bullshit talking about, oh, you're complaining all this and that, we'll get over slavery, this and that. Motherfucker, shut up. You have no right to speak. Okay? You're not going through shit. I am. You understand? My people is dwindling thin out here, man. My people's lost, man. They lost. We lost. We don't even write in Medunetter anymore. We're lost. Got this so-called fake-ass black conscious community. Black for what? Black what? What? 3/5 human in the Constitution? That black? So you're 3/5 human. You're talking about that you're less than a human being. You're talking about you want black rights, but they're giving you that in the middle of the street shooting you, motherfucker. You're a Moor. You're white. You're supposed to be carbon crystallized. Crystallized. These are carbon crystals in your freaking body, man. But you're not going to understand that. I don't even know how much time I got left, man. But leaving that aside, though, I'll tell you this, though. My people need to wake up. Because